Hi guys, welcome back. Today another dedicated to one of my colleagues at work. She asked me, can you make a French onion soup on your channel because I cannot get the right taste. This is exactly the perfect time. So here we go. What do we need for that French onion soup? Yellow onion, veal or beef stock, good quality butter, and then we're gonna serve it with some toasted bread and some grated comte cheese that's gonna be melted in the oven. That's it, very simple, very classic. So let me show you how to make a restaurant quality French onion soup. In order to get a real and tasty French onion soup, this is what I'm gonna be using. 400 grams of sliced onion, half a liter of water, half a liter of stock, a homemade fresh bouquet garni, salt and pepper, and as a little extra, I'm going to use this chunk of rump steak. I'll show you in a minute why. The first thing you're going to start with is to make your stock before you make the onions. I'm using a pan on high heat, a little bit of oil, and I take the steak I was talking about, this rump steak, and I'm going to put these pieces here and let them really get really brown. Alright, when you get that color, it's almost burned but not exactly burned. Just before then, you're gonna start with your water, half a liter. That's gonna stop the cooking, and then you add your delicious stock. Leave this on a high heat, wait until it boils. When it boils, put the heat back on simmer and you leave it on the side of the stove for at least half hour. And now for the onion, I'm melting 50 grams of butter, and the only thing you do is putting just all over your onions in a cast iron pan, or try to take something with a thick bottom. And we're gonna basically cook these onions in the butter until they are nice and brown. So this is a slow process, medium to low heat, and you have to be patient. When your onions are coated with butter, you can add your salt and pepper. So don't put too much, you can always add afterwards. Done. Alright guys, sorry about that, a bit problem with my microphone, I have to do a voiceover, but after 30 minutes, basically this is what you get. It's nice and brown, and you see that brown patch at the bottom. This is exactly what you want to have. So from here, basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start adding the stock in. So you take it really bit at a time, not too much, to make sure you remove all the caramelization from the bottom of the pan. Okay, and you're gonna repeat this process until you pour all of your stock. When all of your stock is in, you're gonna take your bouquet garni, plunge it inside, and you're gonna leave this to simmer for another 20 minutes. So I'm using just a lid, and we'll check it when it's done. Okay, so 20 minutes later, I've turned the heat off. I'm just gonna discard my bouquet garni, and look at this. Look at this result. This is my soup. It's brown, as you can see, the color of the juice is lovely. And I'm just gonna have a quick taste, because this is when you correct the seasoning. Nice. The onions are cooked. Just a hint of pepper in there. I think it's perfectly seasoned. I don't like to put too much salt. So now let's dress up that lovely soup, the French style. Alright, and now for the serious stuff. Let's dress up this soup. You take one of these bowls with the handles. I've dried some bread in the oven. You start by putting, apparently, from what the book said, 2 pieces of bread at the bottom. You then pour some soup on top. So if I get messy, guys, forgive me. It's my first time. Okay. So you don't want to have it too full because things get a bit higher. Okay, then it says you add some more bread to fill it up. Okay. And here's the fun part, you add up to 200 grams of cheese. That's what it says. Honestly, this is, apparently it has to be a cheese bonanza. I'm putting 100 grams only to give you an idea. You can put double that, but I don't want to go too much over the top. we're gonna try with 100 grams, okay? So now when you got this, you put it under the grill until the cheese has totally melted. So let's do that and I come back on the camera. And that's it, look at this. This is out of the oven. The cheese has melted and the bread is nice and toasted. What we're gonna do now is the cheesy test. It's basically when you take some of the cheese, you should have, yeah, look at this, strings. That's exactly what you want. Oh, this is a cheesy soup, delicious. Look at this. You can roll your cheese, and this is hotter than the sun, I think, but I'm gonna try. I would say only one thing, highly recommended. Perfect soup for a winter evening like that. I'm gonna enjoy that little bowl of onion soup. But that's it for this week's recipe. I hope you enjoy and I hope you can make it at home again. And come back for more on the French Cooking Academy. Of course, always comment, subscribe, say whatever you like. I'm always happy to respond to comments. And I see you next time for our next recipe. Bye bye.